Hello everyone, this is Serti and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the next topic in exploratory cookery, which is mensuration and calculations. Are you ready to learn? I hope that you are, because this is an interesting topic that you can use in your daily life. Get your aprons ready. Let's get started. Our objectives for this lesson are the following. First, carry out measurements and calculations in a required task. Second, give the abbreviations and equivalents of measurements. Third, measure ingredients according to recipe requirement. Fourth, convert systems of measurement according to recipe requirement. And fifth, perform substitution of ingredients. We do have a handful of objectives for this lesson, so keep yourself focused. Do you love cooking? Or do you just love eating food? Have you ever experienced tasting your favorite dish which turned out to be bland or too salty? Most of the time, too much sweetness and saltiness of the food is caused by putting inaccurate measurements of ingredients. Measuring and calculating ingredients are essential parts of the cooking process. It is important that you measure ingredients accurately using appropriate measuring tools required by the recipe in order to meet the success of the food products. We have here an example of a recipe. Our common Filipino dish, which is the chicken adobo. Look very well and analyze this recipe. What are the contents of this recipe? As you have observed, there are certain contents in our recipe that will really help us to achieve our favorite dish. Mouth-watering, savory chicken adobo must be prepared using specific ingredients with specified measurements. Procedures are also included, and the tools to be needed are there. It is just a matter of following the directions and executing procedures accordingly. Different people may use the identical recipe for any kind of dish, but all their dish could turn out differently because of different measuring and mixing techniques. All recipes are not created equal. Some recipes have missing ingredients, faulty seasonings, insufficient or poor instructions, causing more work, and some are simply not tested. We should remember to use a standardized recipe. This is a set of written instructions used to consistently prepare a known quantity and quality of food for a specific location. A standardized recipe will produce a product that is close to identical in taste and yield every time it is made, no matter who follows the directions. Characteristics of a standard recipe. Our standard recipe should have menu item name, the name of the given recipe that should be consistent with the name of the menu, total yield. This pertains to the number of servings or portion that a recipe produces, and often the total weight or volume of the recipe. Portion size. This pertains to the amount or size of the individual portion to be served. Ingredient list quantity. It shows the exact quantities of each ingredient, except for spices that may be added to taste. Preparation procedures. These specific directions are used in order to have operations and type of operations done, such as blend, fold, mix, saute, and others. Cooking temperature is used to ensure that the dish is cooked properly and safely. We don't want overcooked or undercooked food. Special instructions according to the standard format used in an operation, the step-by-step process. Mise en place, a list of small equipment and individual ingredient preparations. This is done in order for us to cook well and to be ready. Service instructions including hot and cold storage that are needed. And of course, plating or the garnishing. We want our food to look as equally delicious, taste, and appealing to the eyes. Benefits of using a standardized recipe. A standard recipe should be consistent in quality and quantity. It should specify the number or the amount of ingredient to be used and specify the type of ingredient that must be used in order to attain the desired dish. Standard portion size and cost. We want to make sure that every serving will have the same amount of portion. We don't want to feel other clients or other family members to feel that it is unfair. Everything should be in proper portion or size. Assuring nutritional content and addressing dietary concerns such as special diets or food allergies is considered in our standardized recipes. We don't want to harm our loved ones or our customers in the process of providing them with delicious, mouth-watering, and savory foods. Helping ensure compliance with truth in menu requirements. What you see in the menu should be given. Aiding in forecasting and purchasing. A standard menu, knowing the specified quantity and quality, will have the purchaser prepare what is needed ahead of time. Fewer errors in food orders. A standardized recipe, as mentioned, will allow the cook or the chef to prepare quality food, assisting in training new employees. Professional chefs takes a lot of practice in order for them to master a dish. Similarly, a beginner must start with the prepared recipe to follow. Reducing waste. By having a standardized recipe, all other ingredients that will be left out from the dish can be utilized into other food products. more easily meeting customer expectations. A standardized recipe will definitely give quality food products. Now, let us discover table of weights and measure. Here is a table showing how liquid is measured in US or English system and the metric system, such as 2 tablespoons is equivalent to 1 fluid ounce, which is equally 30 milliliters. Here, we have the quick conversion for dry ingredients. Again, this is represented by the 2 systems of measurement, the English or US system and the metric system. Take 1/2 ounce as an example. It is equivalent to 15 grams. Similarly, 32 ounce or 12 pounds in the English or US system is equivalent to 1 kilogram in the metric system. On the other side, we have there 1/4 inch as part of the English or the US system that is equivalent to 5 millimeters. Similarly, 30 inches is equivalent to 77 centimeters. As a continuation, using cups and spoons, all cup and spoon measurements are leveled. 1/4 cup, for example, is 2 fluid ounces, or 60 milliliters. 1/4 teaspoon, on the other hand, is 1 milliliter. Oven temperatures are also given. We have it in degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. Temperatures, qualitative equivalent are also included. Then we have the dry and liquid equivalent measurement. Teaspoon, tablespoon, cup, and fluid are part of our metric and English or US systems. Accurate techniques in measuring are as important as the tools for measuring. Therefore, always observe the following procedures when measuring ingredients correctly. For rice and flour, fill the cup to overflowing. Level off with a spatula or with a straight-edged knife. Sifted flour. Most cake recipes call for sifted flour. In this case, sift flour 2 to 3 times. Spoon into the cup, overflowing. Level off with a spatula to finish. Refined sugar. Sift sugar once to take out lumps, if there are any. Spoon into a cup and level off with a spatula. Do not pack or tap the sugar down. Brown sugar. Pack into cup just enough to hold its shape. When turned out of cup, level off with a spatula before emptying. Salt, pepper, leavening agents, or solid fats. Level a measuring spoon with straight edge of a knife to measure small amounts of salt, pepper, leavening agents, or solid fats. Liquid ingredients. Liquid measuring cup, a glass or plastic cup with graduated markings on the side. Place the cup on a flat, level surface. Hold the cup firmly and pour the desired amount of liquid into the cup. Lean over and view the liquid at eye level to make sure it is the proper amount. Abbreviations are used in recipe cookbooks to easily identify and recognize the units or measurements needed in preparing any dish. Often, different books will use different abbreviations, which can cause confusion when putting together a dish. Let's cover then abbreviations used in recipes. Teaspoon is TSP. Tablespoon is TBSP. Ounce is read as OZ. Pint as P. Quarts as QT. Gallon as gal. Pound as LB. Pounds LBS. Gram G. Kilogram KG. Pieces BCS. Dozen DOZ. Food substitutions. How many times have you been ready to cook and found you were out of a certain ingredient? Sometimes it is inconvenient to run out and purchase necessary ingredient. It is easier to use a similar product as a replacement. There are, however, several factors to consider when substituting ingredients. Consider differences in flavor, moisture, texture, and weight. Substitutions with an acid factor, such as molasses, need to be neutralized to avoid changes in the flavor and texture of the product. Differences in sweetening and thickening power need consideration in sugar and flour substitutions. To avoid disappointments when substituting ingredients, understand the physical and chemical properties of all ingredients, then measure accurately. The following substitutions are used. 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. 4 tablespoons is 1/4 cup. 5 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon is 1/3 cup. 8 tablespoons is 1/2 cup. 1 cup is 1/2 pint. 2 cups is 1 pint. 4 cups or 2 pints is 1 quart. 4 quarts is 1 gallon. 16 ounces is 1 pound. And dash or pinch is actually less than 1/8 teaspoon. Here is an example table of an ingredient equivalent or substitution. We have allspice as an example. 1 teaspoon of allspice can be substituted with 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon plus 1/2 teaspoon ground cloves. Chili sauce, on the other hand, can be substituted by 1 cup tomato sauce, 1 cup brown sugar, 2 tablespoons vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, and a dash of ground cloves and allspice. If you don't have coconut milk available, 1 cup of it can be substituted of 1 cup regular milk. You don't have Italian spice in your pantry? 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning is actually equivalent to 1/4 teaspoon basil, 2/3 teaspoon dried parsley, and a pinch of oregano. If you don't have oil for sauteing, 1/4 cup of oil can be substituted with 1/4 cup melted margarine, butter, bacon drippings, shortening, and even lard. With all of those substitutions given consideration, there is no way that you can't have a prepared dish. There are, of course, a lot more substitutions available in the internet that you can research on your own. Those were just some examples. And that ends our lesson for today. I hope that you have learned something valuable that you can use in your daily life and in your cooking practice. If you have any questions regarding this topic or would like to learn more other related topics, please comment it down below. If you did like this video, please share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sir D. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in our next video.